because Judge Kathleen McCormick in Delaware ruled back in January that Elon's 2018 $56 billion pay package wasn't disclosed to shareholders properly, and she rescinded the vote, as we know, Elon has been working as Tesla's CEO for free for the past 7 years.
Yeah, as we've reported, Tesla's board is bringing the same pay package back for a shareholder vote at the upcoming June 13th shareholder meeting. So if you take Elon and his brother Kimball's Tesla shares out of the equation, then about 47.5% of Tesla shareholders are retail investors. As Alexandra Mertz, or at Tesla Boomer Mama, posted, my calculation, but Bloomberg just published other numbers, once Elon and Kimball out of the equation, 47.5% retail, out of which about 10% can't vote, 52.5% institutions. So the non-voting retail is a real handicap.
What does Alexandra mean by 47.5% are retail, out of which 10% can't vote? What does that mean?
Well, it turns out that many shareholders, especially in Europe, can't vote their shares.
What? I thought that was the whole point of owning shares in a publicly traded company. You get to vote for the directors and have a say on how the company is run. If some shareholders can vote and some can't, that's not fair.
I hear you. And if you own Tesla shares in, say, a mutual fund or an ETF, like an S&P 500 fund, then the manager of that fund gets to vote your shares.
And that can be thousands or millions of shares, because it's not just you, it's everyone who, bought Tesla shares in that fund.
Right. So what do you think? I mean, will Elon's pay package vote pass? We asked our patrons what they think in this week's Patreon poll coming up later on today's show, so stay tuned because they're usually right.
Now, Bloomberg is reporting that Tesla has hired a strategic advisor to help bolster their campaign.
Look, I don't know. It seems like a typical Dana Hull story to me. She's the one that covers Tesla for Bloomberg, and it's usually not right. I didn't see a lot of facts in her story to back that claim up. I think we have historical precedents here, though, to show that 73% of Tesla shareholders voted for Elon's pay package the first time, back in 2018. This was when Tesla was worth $50 billion. Now Tesla is worth more than 10 times that, and Elon has achieved all the goals set out for him. I mean, Tesla now has the best-selling car in the world, the Model Y. Tesla is developing humanoid robots, which I don't even think we're talking about back in 2018. FSD 12.3 is amazing, and it's going to launch in China as well, which none of us were talking about in 2018. And Cybertruck is here. So many amazing achievements in such a short amount of time, I can't see why shareholders wouldn't be happy.
But if Elon's pay package doesn't pass, what do you think will happen? Do you think Elon will leave?
I hope not. He has kind of hinted that he might. I think Tesla's board of directors, after relocating to Texas, would try again next year with something that gives Elon more voting power, which is really all that Elon wants anyway. He wants 25% voting power. As Tesla Economics says, if Elon gets 25% voting power, Tesla is reincorporated in Texas and compensation package is approved, then AI and robotics stays within Tesla and the company can march on forward to become the largest company in the world.
And Elon said yes.
Now, Alexandra then posted, here are the details of the first 1,500 surveys of Tesla shareholders who can currently not vote their proxies for the shareholder meeting in June. This represents more than 2 million shares. The worst 15 brokers are listed. Have a look.
And Elon said, this is concerning. Tesla will reach out to these banks and brokers. Shareholders have the right to vote their shares. Right. That's kind of the whole point of this system.
Yeah.
It's kind of broken that they'd be like, oh, well, it's in part of a fund and we couldn't, it would be so much work to, say how many shares you had and then, collect your vote and then send that to Tesla. I couldn't possibly
do that. It would involve an intern and a spreadsheet.
And it's a couple emails or something. I don't know. This technology is just well beyond us. We're busy doing high frequency trading, stuff that would make your brain melt. But having you vote your shares, what are you, crazy?
Get the scrolls. We'll have to count this by hand. It will take months.
So if you have Tesla shares, it's really important that you vote. It may be close, and who knows, it may come down to a small margin. So please vote. And I just want to say that the weirdest thing here is that Elon hasn't been paid in 7 years. Could you imagine for a minute if you've been working at your job for 7 years and they're like, oh, yeah, you know that pay package? You know how you're supposed to be paid for 7 years?
Do you have my check?
Well, no, because some lady in Delaware said that you couldn't get paid that much because that's just crazy money. So you're working for free. And I think that this is the other problem is that now that we're used to Elon working for free, we're like, well, I mean, if I worked for free. And it's like, no, don't think that way. That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. Elon is not going to continue to work for free at Tesla.
I feel like any other CEO, and this would be a story about how this person...
They would be gone. They would be out of there. They would say, see ya.
So long.
No, but I mean, there would
They
be
would
this.
sue. They would go crazy.
There would be the story of how this person worked for free, and we'd all feel sorry for them.
Yes. And they would also leave, and they would sue the company, and they would sue the shareholders, and they would sue the courts, which, I mean, I think Tesla should be suing the court anyway. It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever
You
heard.
can't sue the court.
Why not? This is America, damn it.
Hey, everybody. Thanks so much for watching Now You Know Clips.
You can watch full episodes of Tesla Time News on Tuesdays and in-depths on Fridays. Just click the link down below and head over to the Now You Know channel.